Every single day was a battle in 17-year-old Mark's life. For not every 17-year-old's day starts with him being called names by his peers. Jacob and his mates have been bullying him ever since he stepped onto the boarding school campus 6 years ago. Apparently, Jacob came up with this new name for him 3 days ago. A pillow biter? This new word didn't hurt any less than the previous ones. After all, being called names for your sexuality constantly for 6 years, it isn't easy. But Mark's life wasn't always like this. He had a very happy family, a loving and caring, ever affectionate mother, and a brave father who was serving in the forces as an infantry officer. He had a perfectly religious family until his mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. With Mark's father deployed in Afghanistan at the time, Mark saw his own mother slip away from his life. And as if this trauma wasn't enough, he found himself in a boarding school soon after. Mark's dad, Major Patrick, was already a man of few words. And after his wife's death, he never remarried again and dedicated himself entirely to the profession of arms. Mark kept himself strong for 6 good years, but now he felt weak. With nobody by his side, he felt like he did not have another option but to just give up on himself. On various occasions, he felt like talking to his dad and tell him, but what if he doesn't support? What if he disowns him? All these thoughts had him step back. After all, his dad was the only family he was left with. But all the hell broke loose when one night he came back to his room and found all the vulgar names he was called at school on his walls. Mark froze for a moment. Tears rolled down his cheeks. He had never felt more defeated in life than this. Tired of this cruel world judging him, Mark walked and soon after found himself on the edge of a river. To jump or not jump was not a question in his dwindled mind. Would his father be ashamed of him? Will his father spend the rest of his life trying to know why his son did it? Or it's just all right and it doesn't matter? As he broke down completely, asking God why he made him gay, he felt his phone vibrating. It was his dad. He took a deep breath and said, "Dad, I am gay and I'm ashamed of it." After a brief silence, a voice from the other side came. "Son, I'm your dad and I'm proud of it." It was after a long time Mark had smiled and wanted to say a million things, but he summed it up all beautifully in "I love you, Dad." As his father said it back, Mark's smile doubled and he found himself walking back to his room. For the soldier was now equipped with a shield called Dad, and he knew nothing can harm him anymore. His father, Major Patrick, on the other hand, sitting in his tent at the military base, started thinking of how this world considers him brave for leading his men into the battlefield. But it is his own son who single-handedly fought the rest of the world for all these years, alone and every single day. And suddenly, the sparkle of his uniform had faded in front of his son's courage. The officer was indeed proud of his soldier. A father was indeed proud of his son.